Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So we got some happy mail today we're going to go through first, and I possibly just may pour one of these. So before I begin figuring out what I'm going to pour, I want to see what they all are. These came in the mail in a random package from a company. They are two adorable angels. You know how I know that? Because Don and I were going back and forth if they were turkeys or if they were angels. They are like knitted. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, that looks like turkey, you know? So I filled it with water, put it in the freezer, demolded it, and it is the cutest little angel ever. I should have taken a picture, but I didn't. Now, I thought somebody told me that I had mail coming, but because I have so many different avenues of getting a hold of me, I looked through messages, emails, comments. There's so many places to get a hold of me. I can't find it. If you sent these to me, I really would like to thank you, but I'm thanking you right now, but I would love to know who sent them. So thank you so much. I can't wait to do them. They are adorbs. I'm assuming since there's two, they want Don to do one too. Not sure about that. So when the bubble ones came in from AJ, he sent me this. This is that cute little bundt cake mold. I have this mold, and he poured it with my Paradiso glitter, and then he backed it with Portal mica powder. So thank you, AJ. Thank you for keeping up on the bubble wand order. They are probably all gone by now. So as long as they're selling, I will continue to support AJ and let him make us some more. But he did make us 90 for the last time. I don't know. This is going out 3 weeks after the fact, so most likely they're all gone. But as long as they're gone, we will have AJ continue to make us some more. Once it slows down, though, I'm not going to be getting 90 at a time. We got some mail from Lori Ann Majors. Hello, Michelle and Don. Hope all is well. I too am loving crushed crystals. I saw these in different colors and thought you would like to try them. I use all of them a lot. If you already have them, just gift them to somebody. They make everything so pretty. God bless y'all, and thank you for inspiring us. Thank you so much, Lori Ann. I do not have these. I am not giving these away. Here's cute little spoons that came with them. So look at these. Red crushed crystal, green, blue, gold, white, and purple. It's almost like it's like the interference colors, because those are the interference colors that you get no matter where you buy interference colors. But it's in crushed crystal form, is what she's saying. If that's the case, oh my goodness. I will need to find the link because everybody's going to want these. So yes, it looks like crushed crystal. We're going to have to try it into something and see if we can get the colors to pop. This one is the red one. I don't really, oh yeah, it is red. That is amazing. It doesn't look like it in the bottle, but it looks like it on my hand. Oh my gosh, those are going to be some favorites of mine. Thank you so much. I love them. Nobody's going to get them but me. Sorry, guys. I got a box from Denise. And she is always so sweet to me. She buys these molds, a lot of them from Into Resin. She sends them to me to pour first, and then I pour them, have some fun with them, and then I send them back to her. So it's kind of become a thing between us, and I totally appreciate it because I get 5 picks a month. I don't buy them because I don't get to use my molds much. So for her to do that is amazing. It says this mold is a cosmetic powder jar. This is the medium size. A powder jar mold. So this doesn't look like a handmade mold. Not quite sure where she got it, but I know I will get that information. And Into Resin does sell non-handmade molds too. Oh, I see. It's 3 pieces. Interesting. It says 20 grams on there. Not sure what that means, but I don't think it is the resin. I will keep these with the package and what it is so I don't lose that. That was one of them. It says, I cannot wait to see how this comes out. Of course, this mold is for you. What is this one? I can't remember what she said this was. She did show it to me. Is this a little vase? Oh, it's a little vase. Oh, that's right. She did tell me it was coming. This is a big version of the little vase. Oh, I'm so excited. She knows I'm going to be pouring this a lot. You know we're going to pour that. We got to pour that one today. Have to. Don't have a choice. Let's see what else is in here. Ice cream mold by Into Resin, handmade ice cream shaped storage jar. Let's see. Oh, this is that cute little ice cream cone. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so adorable. Here is the jar. Oh, that's got a thin wall. That is not going in the pressure pot. This is the cone. And then this would be the ice cream. Oh my gosh. That is going to be so cute. I better keep that with the package. She packages and marks everything. So nice. Let's see. Something butterflies inside. Oh, has butterflies inside. Handmade diamond large pudding storage jar. Resin molds from Into Resin. Pudding jar. Oh, I love pudding jars. These are cute too. This is a big one. It's a crystal one. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so nice. That one's going to be going in the pressure pot. And does it have a screw top lid? Yes, it does. It has a screw top lid. Wow, that's going to be so pretty, so pretty. I might actually make one and then cast one so I can continue making them, or if you guys wanted an order of one, I could do it that way too. Even though I make castings and molds out of them, I don't always do them, but I always have them here just in case. I will do that later, just in case you guys want to order them. A couple more things here. Matte pumpkin. Oh, that's right. She ordered the matte pumpkin. It looks gorgeous in mica powders. Absolutely gorgeous. We were talking about that the other day. And then here's a bag full of goodies. Maybe you can craft the belt, use the gems on something. Oh, look at that. She put a white pearlescent UV in here because she knows I use that the most. You are so sweet. So super sweet. Let me see what we got in here. These are, oh, those I use on tops of jars, kind of like the pudding jar. I ground down the back, take the pins off if I need to, and I do glue them on jars. What do we have here? Oh, it looks like some embellishing. She knows me very well. Oh, ribbon. Ribbon and, oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. What can I use that? I'm sure something special is going to get this. Not just any random thing. Oh, she sent me these two little things to mold. They are so adorable. Look at how small those are. We're going to have to put those in the store. Those are so super cute. Little tiny mushrooms. And then, of course, the white UV resin. Thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate you so, so much. I'm going to get these done so quickly because I know you're going to want to pour them soon. All right, let me get a plan together, put a few things away, and I will be right back.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage.
Starting out with 11 ounces. I did measure the vase and the makeup powder makeup thing with alcohol because I was guessing 6 each. They're actually around 4 each, so I would have had a lot extra. And somebody asked why I use alcohol to measure them. Well, that's because I don't want to sit and wait for them to dry with water, because you cannot put water and resin together. So I just use 99% alcohol. That way, if there's any alcohol left in there, it's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to evaporate anyway. So I just scrape my sides and my bottom. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I'm going to do, did I? I totally forgot. I didn't want to bring you back just for that. I'm going to do the vase in the T-Rex inks I just got. This is the Infinity Teal. So this is one I mixed up on the Vortex mixer because it has a sediment. I'm going to do the ice cream cone. I'm going to do the cone in Ivory Glow. And I'm going to do the ice cream in cotton candy and vanilla. Fitting, isn't it? Then for the makeup powder thingy, I'm going to combine the two crushed crystals I just got, purple and blue, into one. Put a lot in, not like a little bit. I'm going to put a lot in. So it will be very sparkly. I want to see if we can see both colors. And you can even add alcohol ink drips into there and it'll look beautiful just as well. Kind of like an interference powder. So let's see, 4 ounces of this one. And then I'm going to run everything through the vacuum chamber because these I am not putting into the pressure pot because of how thin the walls are. So I'm just going to do everything on the table today. She had 1 ounce written on the cone and she had 1.2 ounces written on the ice cream part. So that's what we're going to do. Except I need to split. How did I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'll split and kind of do like a Mr. Glitz pour, even though it doesn't really work in there, but it's ice cream and I don't think it'll matter. Whatever we get, we get. I was going to marble it my way, but I think I'm just going to do pouring the 2 colors side by side. I don't know. I'll think about that for a minute while I can. I'm just going to get everything out of this cup. Hopefully I measured correctly. I might have a little bit left over. I think I mixed up a little too much for the ice cream cone just because I didn't want to mix 1 ounce up after the fact. That is all unmixed resin right there that I'm putting in the cup from scraping the sides. I didn't scrape the sides as well as I thought, so be careful when you're doing this. See all that milky stuff? That's all unmixed resin. Make sure that gets mixed up. See how you see that? Oh, you probably can't see it. Now you can. Unmixed. Just mix it in your resin. Get it so you cannot see that, and you should be golden. All right, let's get all our colors mixed and then all of our colors in the pressure pot. I forgot to put the Iverglow in my cup first, but that's okay. We don't need that much. This is the Infinity Teal, and this is the shimmer color. And the teal is gorgeous. So I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to put the color in and pour it that way. I didn't quite want it that transparent. Hopefully it won't be quite that transparent. You know what? I could just add a little bit more because this is some deep color and we'll see what color it cures. Because a couple weeks ago when I used the purple did not cure purple. It ended up turning pink. So that is interesting. A lot of purples do that. Tons and tons and tons. The only ones that I have so far yet to see a purple change is Let's Resin's purples are always perfect. And Laura's Art Corner, the octopus purples seem to not change to pink during curing. Got to be careful with purples. The T-Rex purple is not one of those, unfortunately. Let's do this. I'll just set this aside. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of purple and a whole bunch of the blue. And we're going to mix them together and see what it looks like. I couldn't decide between the two, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do both. I don't really want to mix my purple in there, my blue bottle. Not that it'll make much of a difference. Let's see what it looks like. If we'll get both hues of that or not. If we get any. I think it's going to be like an interference, just more sparkly. Yep. I think I need more. Oh, we could see both colors. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I need more purple though. Not that I need more purple, but I can see more blue than I can see purple. We'll see what that looks like. That's going to be pretty. You can see both colors. So if you wanted like the rainbow colors, you could just mix a little bit of all of those ones that she had sent to me in one cup. I think I'll stick with these two though. They are front and center, right where my crushed crystal sits, just in case. Okay, that one's good. Oh gosh, I don't know which one's which. We're gonna go with this one for the Iverglow. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully it's too much. We don't need a ton. It's only 1 ounce. I've got to mix it really well though, because I did not dissolve it with alcohol first. I thought that was a pretty good ice cream cone color. Nice and golden, sparkly. That looks pretty good. If you let it sit a couple minutes, you'll know if the mica powder floats or not. Okay, these two I also mixed on the Vortex mixer because there is a sediment on the bottom. There's also a ball bearing that takes a few shakes before it gets loose. So make sure these pastel colors. I did hear from Let's Resin, and they are seriously considering selling their pastels individually. So if that got to me, then hopefully it's a done deal. Because I don't know. You guys reach out to them, tell them you want them separate, and they will hear your voice. They also sell their bonding resin separate, which I just found out. So normally their bonding resin, UV resin, came in a kit with a flashlight and a small bottle of the bonding resin. Well, they sell just the bonding resin without the flashlight now. I did not know that, so that's something interesting. They're also coming out with a different type of air purifier. It's actually a workstation air purifier. So that will be interesting too. That one I may have to review after the move because I just don't have space in this room for it. And they do know that. But yeah, it's a completely different kind than the one that I'm using right now. I just want to make sure these are opaque. Need a little bit more. You can still see my stick. Gorgeous colors. Okay, let's get these in the vacuum chamber and get these bubbles out.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Let's start with this gorgeous crushed crystal and just fill it up. Really not doing anything fancy today. Just want to see the molds. This one has like the honeycomb for the powder. And you do want to make sure it gets down these thin-walled sides. This is the reason I'm not putting it in a pressure pot, because of the sides of this one. It would just squash it. I've learned my lesson many times. And when I say thin-walled, I'm talking about the actual resin itself. I'm not talking about the mold, because the mold is fine. Let me just pop those bubbles. It's the wall of resin that is too thin to withstand the pressure of the pressure pot. Okay, let's spritz and pour. What is that? This is going to be really pretty. You could do this in basically anything. You could do it to match your bedroom or wherever your vanity area is. I'm just going to squish. See the bubbles popping up from there? Get them popped before I move it. That looks pretty good. It's hard to believe this only holds 4 ounces. It looks so much bigger. That's why I was going to do 6. Watch, I don't have enough. Wouldn't that be terrible? Please let me have enough. Yep. I do. Yay me. I know how to measure. Yay. Let me zap that bubble and that bubble. See, tapping these is making the bubbles pop. Pop up, I should say, not pop. That is so pretty. It's just going to shimmer so pretty. I'm just going to move them over to the edge here and top them up. Look at them from eye level. And Just a tiny bit in this middle one. And a tiny bit in this one. So basically 4 ounces. 4 ounces is the magic number for this mold. Just enough to scrape into my extras, my extra giveaway molds. Let's do the small one first, so it's easier to move out of the way. So let's pour. Gosh, this one is so thin. I'm gonna spritz just a little bit in there because I'm worried about it not getting down in those walls. I think what I'm gonna do is this. That is going to be, it's going to be cute, but it's going to be thin. So I could see right down in there that it's not everywhere. It's not down there. Let's open this up and pour a little bit more in. Get it to drain down those sides. That is really thin. Wow. Okay, as it moves down, it's making more space at the top, but you cannot pour this one quickly, that's for sure. It's getting the bubbles out, taking up the space, getting the bubbles out. This is another one that would totally not withstand the pressure pot. Hopefully we don't end up with many bubbles in here, if any. A little bit more. She must have poured this one, or she wouldn't have known it was 1 ounce. Look at all those bubbles coming out. Trying to pop them so they don't go back down in there. See those right there? Wow, this one takes some babying. And there's still bubbles popping out. Come on. I have extra. I didn't measure that, so I don't know. I know I mixed up 3 ounces for 2.5 ounce jar. So let me set that one aside and see what happens before I use that extra gold for something else. All right, so let's just do a random, should I spritz a tiny little bit in there? Not much at all. Get that down in there. I don't know. I hope we see both colors. We very well might not. But we're certainly going to try. A little bit left, which I knew. This one's wide open, so we shouldn't have any issues with bubbles or anything. I do want to top that up because if it's a jar, it probably has a lip in there, tiny little lip. I don't know if I need my bubble wand or not. Oops, it's stuck to my little baby bubble wand. I almost don't want to do anything under here, but it does have a lip. Let's leave it like that. One sec, I just spilled my cup. All right, that looks good. Just gonna zap 2 bubbles right there. Put the last couple drops, that's it. There's not anything left in there. I got some of that left, some of that left. Let's move that over. And let's pour this. Super simple pours today. Nothing like crazy insane. This color should be gorgeous. What do I have in there? Something in there. So this one holds 4. So it's definite, not like an extras mold, unless I mix up an extra 4 ounces, which sometimes happens. But it's a definite mold you would want to pour on purpose, which helps because then it's the color you want it to be. This is going to be so cute with all the flower arranging in there. Let me just spritz that one. I don't know if we're supposed to cover that or not. I guess we're going to see what happens with it. I think we're supposed to cover it. No, I guess we're not. Wonder what that's for. For lights, maybe? I'm just going to dome this one up. That is such a pretty color. Let me look at this from eye level. It might be too high. Oh, no, I got a little more room. Well, actually, I don't have a lot of room because of those hearts. This one I have a little bit more room. So let's get that one filled up. I'm not going to worry about that drop. It's going to break the surface tension. I have a little left over, so let's do some extras with that stuff. Just pulled out a bunch of my newer molds to do. Let's spritz this one. Pretty sure there is a teal ribbon. So we're going to do that in the alcohol ink. That should be really pretty. And then I don't have a lot left here. Let's do this cross. We'll embellish them after the fact. Let me grab a dotting tool. You want to make sure it gets into all those little corners. That one's good. What do we have left? Well, I think I'll do the sunflower in this Ivory Glow, because that's about a good color for those petals. I was going to pour the teal for the leaves, but it's probably just going to merge in there with the gold that I didn't want to happen. I'm just going to move this. Oops, I got teal on it. It's okay. It's going to get painted anyway. These are so cute when they're all done up and pretty. I usually paint the leaves and the center, add some rhinestones. All kinds of things you could do this one. All right, that one's good. Let's, what do I want to do with this? Maybe I'll just make some pendants instead of pouring it into one, because some of these are really pretty. I just have random colors here left. Let's do, I'm going to add the red crushed crystal to the pink and see. I'm sure it'll sink. It should sink because crushed crystal will sink. Trying not to stir in bubbles, but let's do some pendants today. What do you think? Let's move this up. Oh, look at that. We got a bubble right there. Not anymore. Oh, I didn't clean this out. So we're going to just do a couple of the clean ones. Let's do that one. Let's do a bar. Get those domed perfectly. Where's my stick? So we don't have to trim. And we have enough for something else that I'm going to have to drill because most of my other ones need to be cleaned. It's not too bad to drill. You just got to be careful and get it centered, or have a large pinch bail to cover that off-center hole, which I have done before. If they're off-center, I do use a larger pinch bail to cover that. All right, that's the pink. Let's do some gold. We don't need anything in these. Let's do this one, a nice teardrop. And we'll do the other. Oh no, it's got something in there. Let's do some of these bars. That one. And a little one. I can always use these. I give thousands of these things away. Thousands of things away. It's crazy how many I go through. Okay, that's good enough. I will scrape with a spatula in my extras molds. Let's do some other ones with this. Gosh, I need to really wipe some out with, I don't want anything in. This is transparent. I don't want anything in these. There's just like one speck of glitter in each one. Watch, I won't get it out. Come on, I see one right there. And right there. Let's do those two. It's getting thick on me. And this one. You can make a pair of earrings out of these too. I don't do that because it just is time consuming for me. So it's just easier for me to make pendants out of everything. But there are two of everything in this mold. So it's definitely an earring mold. I just don't use it for earrings. One more drop. And I will spatula everything else into my extras mold. Get this cured on the heat mat. I'm going to let it gel up for a little while, and then I'll turn the heat mat on, and then we'll demold. Check out the comment of the day. It's the best time of the day, guys. It's time to unmold. I've already done these. I drilled out most of them so I could put the pinch bail on, but these came out so pretty. This teal color is gorgeous. It's got the shimmer through and through from the ink. This one has the crushed crystal in there, so that's pretty. These are pretty. I scraped the bottom of the cup for that, and then I did some gold ones, so those are all gorgeous. They're still drying, the ones I had to glue on. Let's do the extras first. I got a bubble on the back of that one, but that's okay. Little trimming is going to be needed. Let me get a piece of something. Oh man, I got a bubble there too. Looks like this is going to get some stones on it. Let's take this out. That is pretty. Now these, you know, I just hold on to them. I don't know who to give them to. So if you have somebody with a teal ribbon and you actually like, if you order something and you want it in your package, let me know. If I still have it, I'll throw it in there for you. And here is the sunflower. We're going to bling this all up, get this all painted. One bubble there, but that's no big deal at all. Couple bubbles on the petals this time. It was getting thick. That's the only bad thing about that. Okay, what do we do first? Let's do this. Look at that shimmer. Can you see the shimmer? Those inks are gorgeous. Now, some of the hearts go all the way through and some of them do not. I got a couple little bubbles, but that's all right. It'll be all right. Let's pull this one out. I need to write on here 4 ounces. Yeah, there's a hole in the back, probably for a light, but I don't do lights. That's gonna be so cute. I'm just going to, let me do it now while I'm standing here and it can start drying. B7000 is what I use to glue them together. And I don't mess around with it. These are so difficult to get it to come out. It's so thick. I don't mess around with putting any flowers or anything in it until it is dry. Otherwise, you're fighting with it staying in place. Gosh, these are so hard to squeeze the glue out of. Just so I could set it aside and get it going. I wonder, well, I don't want to use UV resin because UV resin and epoxy is not a permanent bond. So I like to use glue. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's okay. I was going to say you can't get any flowers down there. They're just going to go to that spot, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Let's just glue this on there. Oh, the strings of this stuff. I just can't handle it. I can't handle the strings. Press that down. I'm just going to set this aside until later. I'm going to highlight those little hearts in there. And we're going to put some coordinating flowers on the top. There we go. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. Let's get this one out and see how we did with that shimmer. This one has that. I wonder if I poured it too high. I wonder if it's supposed to have holes in it. I very well could have poured it too high. Pretty sure I did. I've never used the powder thingy, so I'm not quite sure if I was supposed to. Yeah, because you can't feel. I don't know. My guess is you're not supposed to pour that high. So that kind of stinks if you aren't. Oh, look at that. Blue and purple shimmering through there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is so pretty. That is so pretty. Didn't even know those existed. So I'm not sure this is going to be any good. Because I'm not quite sure. I would imagine if those holes are there, that's why. I'll have to re-pour that. If it's supposed to be holes in there for the powder to come through. I don't know. That is nice. Little overpour. It comes right off. I'm going to trim that. So this is a screw top lid. Let's hope I don't have any bubbles. I probably do. I don't know. We'll see if it screws on after it's demolded. It's definitely a screw top lid. Okay. It's always interesting when you make something for the very first time and you don't know what to expect. So this is going to go, well, I have to trim it for sure because it's not going to fit right now. In here, like that. Yeah, pretty sure I need to re-pour that. And then this screws on. Oh, it's screwed on. That's pretty cool. Oh, we can make something pretty on the top. So you know what I'm going to do to save it? I'm going to take my drill, this tiny little drill bit. Let's see if I could do it. Because I'm pretty sure it needs to be done. Let's move that. Oh yeah, that'll work. It's going to take me some time. But at least I won't have to re-pour it. So there you go. I won't do them all with you guys. So, note to self. Don't overpour that. Okay, we'll do that later. Let's do this box. Hopefully, this is going to be so cute. Trying not to touch the inside. Let's wiggle this out. Oh, I did so good. There's no bubbles. That is so cute. I don't know what you're going to put in there, Couple jelly beans. Well, there's a bubble underneath each one, but you can't tell from looking straight on. Well, there's a bubble on the top of each little bow, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Let's see what this looks like. This is going to be so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love it. There's a little bubble right there, but that's okay. I may recast this one more time. I might finish this one up, do something to it because it's not a perfect casting. I may recast it, but I have to try really hard to do this bottom one again because that little bow in there is going to be my problem spot. But the top is cute. I could put the top in the pressure pot next time, which I will do. So we're going to re-pour that probably on a pressure pot day. Okay, let me get these finished, drill that out, bling this up, trim, you know, the whole shebang. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Her sparkle's still burning strong. Michelle's humming along to a playlist as she works on the last 2 jobs. Shimmery pearl on a powder case, black trim round the edge just right. She turns it once in the warm lamplight, smile soft, says that'll make somebody's night. Down at Glitz and Glitter, she's making joy by hand. Tiny jars of wonder spread across her stand. Every swirl, every stone set just to shine for Jesus' name. Thankful for the ones who watch her paint and pour and pray. She's working hard to please Him every long, long day. And glitter, she's covered in grace. Little glass cone with a twist of cream, vanilla top, strawberry dream, silver trim dancing around the rim, rhinestones wink like a secret between friends, chat box rolling on her screen. Girl, that's cute from someone she's never seen. She laughs and says, y'all bless me more than you know. God's been good, He's the reason I glow, yeah. Down at Glitz and Glitter, she's making joy by hand. Tiny jars of wonder spread across her stand. Every swirl, every stone set just to shine for Jesus' name. Thankful for the ones who watch her paint and pour and pray. She's working hard to please Him every long, long day. And glitter, she's covered in grace. One more lead, one more prayer, Lord, meet 'em right there. In every pearl, every pink, every silver line, she says, this little light is yours, not mine. And down at Glitz and Glitter, she's making joy by hand. Tiny jars of wonder spread across her stand. Just to shine for Jesus' name. Thankful for the ones who watch her paint and pour and pray. She's working hard to please Him every long, long day. At Glitz and Glitter, she's covered in grace. Hey!
Done. Here is the cross. There's several bubbles on it, so I didn't go crazy. I just outlined it with silver, which enhanced the bubbles, but it's just an extra, so that's okay. Here's I made a keychain out of it. And I put some wings on there and a little tassel. Nothing else. That's it for that one. This one I just love. Oh, it moved. Let me move it back. I put AB stones on everything today. They matched every single thing I did today. So painted that green, pink in the between, purple here, and then I put the AB stones everywhere in the center. I even put them on the tips of all those intersections. So that one's really pretty. And then here is the the cone is so cute, and I just kept going and going and going. I started shading it and with like a copperish color, and then I took off all the high points and left it in the low points. I covered the bubbles with a couple of rhinestones on the bottoms, painted that pink, and then I put gold highlights, and then I started putting rhinestones on, and then I was like, oh, this is way more than I ever expected to put on, but it came out cute anyway. So there's that one. Oops, I'm gonna have to repaint that tip. Here's the vase. Isn't that cute? Lots of flowers fit in that thing. I do put E6000 down in there. A lot of people ask how I get them to stay. I glue them. So I put glue on the bottom, put all my flowers in, and then I stuck some glue in the front and then in the back when I was done. So eventually it will all adhere together. So I just put some purple in there, some tan, some teal, some white, some of these fluffy things, some of these little, oh, I said tan. So yeah, that's it. I think it's cute. I put some rhinestones on the top and the bottom, painted in all the hearts with like a copper color, and then I outlined all the ones that were open since we're not going to be putting a light in there or anything. So that's really pretty. I love it. And then here's the jar. So let me tell you something. Look at this. Well, they have the ring, or the, what do you call them, to screw it on. It doesn't screw on. It's just loose. So I don't know what the point is for all those grooves to screw it on when this is too big for that. I did drill out every single hole. I started with my one drill that I have the tiniest tip on, and then I moved over to the Let's Resin drill that had a bigger tip on, so I was able to drill them out a little bit quicker. So I left the bottom as it is. That all fits together nicely, and then I was like, why isn't this screwing on? Like, the threads don't thread, so whatever, I don't know. I gotta fix these. So I put these string stones in black all the way around there, and then I picked out that brooch, cut off the backs, sanded them down, and glued that to the top. So it's a little fancy, pretty cute. It's not 100% circular, and I have some glue to get off, but other than that, it looks pretty nice. It just doesn't screw on. So, I don't know. Did anybody else have that problem with this mold? If you have it, I'll have to ask Denise if she had that issue. If she, oh, she didn't pour it yet. I opened the package. So that's a little weird. Okay, well, anyway, that's it. I'm going to get you guys some pictures. My dogs are bothering me to go for a walk, so I know it's that time. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll do those other molds and maybe a couple other things. I don't know. Come back and check it out. We'll see you then, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter. Michelle, a story her colors tell, faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.